Hey, so I wanted to talk about a channel that I recently got turned on to. I've happened to find it. It's called Act Out, and it's with hosted by Eleanor Gofield. It's an indie channel, indie news channel, and opinion channel. But she recently did a phenomenal one called All American Torture, and it's raining plastics and oil companies. So I want you to check this out because this is touching on a subject that it really isn't covered. That is represents an imminent threat to us all globally, and not just humans, but for animals, for fish, for bacteria, for basically everything, and it's contributing to the climate change. It's so check it out. I already mentioned the title. It's the All American Torture, and it's raining plastics and oil companies. And she has a guest on the show that she interviews, and what he has to say is incredibly depressing, but it's fatalistically depressing to be honest, to listen to him and him explaining what's going on, and but at the same time, it's something we all need to pay attention to because it's something I thought was happening, not in every degree, but it's something that I believed to be a bunch of bullshit with like recycling and so on and so forth, because I've seen too many indications that that recycling isn't all it's cracked up to be. As a matter of fact, it's practically non-existent, and so this is extremely important, and you should watch this. So again, the channel is called Act Out. The host of the show is Eleanor Goldfield, and the title is All American Torture, and it's raining plastics and oil companies. So check this out, and check out particularly the interview with the guy that is talking about the oil companies and plastics, and that's really chilling. Not to say that the talk of what's happening in the for-profit jails and the and states who are running basically extortion and concentration camps, and basically murdering and pillaging and whatever, and basically housing people who even to the point where they're legally entitled to get out, but they're keeping them in and just shuffling them around. So please check out this particular one. I think you are going to be as outraged and angry as I am, and this is the reason why my channel, I constantly say there are times where violence is necessary, and if you listen to what is talked about on Eleanor's show, you and you don't see what I see, and understand that this non-violent action won't get the results, while the corporations are literally killing us We know that they're killing us with Monsanto and now with Bayer, with DuPont and 3M and Dow, and you got your animal factory farming, and what they're doing. Then you have what you have with you know Nestle, the stuff that Nestle is doing. You just on and on and on, and then you got the oil and gas companies and the pharmaceutical companies, and it's like, if all of this doesn't culminate in a sense of urgency, in a sense of righteous anger and outrage, and we don't do something that is dramatic, that will get the point across, stop what you're doing. Otherwise, the consequences is that we're going to kill you. And I'm saying this point blank, and it's because it is something that is required. Life is precious to me, but not so precious that people who run the corporations, who own the money, who own the means of production, who own the lands, who write the policies, who buy the politicians, who control the agencies that suppress and oppress and hide information and do propaganda, is causing us to the point of extermination. Then what are you going to get up in arms for? You can't say that you love your children. You can't say you love nature. You can't say any of that if you're not willing to go and make the most pointed point you can make. Violence, for the majority of things, there is no need for it. But violence, where there's an existential threat, an imminent and clear and present danger, and we don't make a move, then we deserve what we get.